Okay, gang. So I want to tell you things that I've done that made my business really start to take off. What really made the big difference. Now, like everybody else, I obviously got a commission and went through lists of signing service vendors and then went and marketed to title companies like either with phone calls or with emails. And that all worked pretty good. That got me up and going and making money, and that was good. And then I leveled off. And so from there, one of the things that started to make a big difference was adding on additional services. Okay. That really helped. It didn't help as much as it could have and should have until I did the next thing, which was amplify my organic web presence. So that made a really big difference. So I want to show you kind of how that works and how we've been able to do that and how to make it practical and cost effective for most people. So, and I want to just say that the reality is that your long-term success, my long-term success it all revolves around win-wins. It all revolves around the service of other people. You can prosper in the service of other people, not at the expense of other people. So that is a truth that I found. And I want to show you I'm going to show you what we do, what we've done to really take off in our business. And so I guess with that, let me show you some things that we've started doing. So first, let me do this. Let me do a quick lesson on the internet. And by the internet and organic search, what I'm referring to is Google, okay? Sites like Bing and Yelp and them, they're kind of small potatoes. Pretty much over 90% of all searches are generated through Google. And the leads that are generated from Google, pretty much 90% of those are going to go to people who are on the first page, that are found on the first page, somewhere in the first page of Google. So as you go page back and page back, you just start to diminish your returns. So this taking time to build that out is one of the things that has made a huge difference in our business. And again, it's a little complicated, but I'm going to show you how we can simplify the process. Okay, so let me show you this. So this is my website. This is legal.prepnotary.com, and this is the website we built. Now this is built on WordPress, and this was very expensive and very time consuming. So when I say what does Google like, well, Google likes a couple of things. One, it likes content. Okay, so you see here we've got Noble Notary blog. Okay, and this is just all these articles that we've written, just pages and pages and pages of blog content, and that has definitely helped. And the other thing that we have done that has allowed us to just show up organically over and over is we have area on here, area map, or landing pages, as I like to call them. And how that works is if you look down here, these are all like landing pages. So these are all be like specific area landing pages. Um, so that is one of the things that has allowed us. Now, this was expensive and time consuming. Okay. So to do this might be outside of the grasp of most people, but it's been absolutely positively worth it. Now, I'm going to show you how you can expedite the process. And while we're going through this, I noticed there was some images that didn't load. So I got to figure that out. I got to go in and see what's up with that. It's probably nothing, but so let me show you. So the other thing, aside from having what I just said there, the area specific landing pages, the blog content, because Google likes content, is raising your domain authority. So this thing up here, this is a toolbar. It's called Moz Toolbar, and it's an SEO tool that allows you to quickly kind of size up or identify different sites. Now, what So our site right here has a domain according to Moz, a domain authority of 56, and a page authority. This home page has a page authority of 45 with 4,900 backlinks going through it, because of all the content and stuff and interviews and whatnot, podcasts, that kind of stuff all helped all that. But so what this does, the higher these numbers are with this content, allows you to rank. Okay, again, that's a time-consuming process, but I want to show you what this looks like in real time. So this is a search here. So I had searched notaries in New Smyrna Beach, and obviously I'm in Port Orange, but even so, we show up for notaries in Port Orange or in New Smyrna right here as our top listing, and this is important to do, and this is something you need to focus on. But then you go into the organic searches, and obviously big sites like Yellow Pages and SnapDocs have their place here, and of course Notary Stars, that we've talked about before. Now, if you go down this, you will see that we still show up first page first page on Google right here, Legal Doc Prep Notary, first page on Google. So we're still there. Now, this directory here, Find Legal Pros, was one I had talked about previously where I wanted to get on that directory, and they didn't. They really didn't help me out. So, okay, so Find Legal Pros, Able Notary and Wedding has a listing there. Obviously, I wanted to get a listing on this, and it didn't work out, and that was the impetus for a whole new venture. Part of the impetus. But so, question is, do you think that Able Notary and Wedding are getting leads off of this first page listing? The answer is yes, of course they are. Now, there are some misnomers out there, misconceptions from notaries like, you don't need a directory, you don't need to pay for a directory. No, that is absolute nonsense. Okay, I get plenty of leads from other directories, but the reason the directories are able to do that is because they can get some rank. So, um, so that is a misconception. But let me move on. I want to show you why some of them may not necessarily work very well. I want to show you what can be going wrong there. And so obviously we went and built this directory. That's my website, but this directory. And I want to show you, I want to give you a side-by-side comparison here. So that directory that we just saw, Find Legal Pros, that you saw was creating a first page ranking for Able Notary and Wedding. Um, right here has a domain authority of 14 and a page authority of 26. Okay, got a first page. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. But there are directories out there like this one, and I'm not knocking them, but this directory has a domain authority of 1 and a page authority of 13. So how well do you think it's going to do? Not too good. So now let's check that number again, 14, 26. Of course, we built Noble Legal Pros, and you can see a 57 and a page authority of 20, blowing them all away. Now, this isn't accurate, this one link. There's hundreds of links. It just hasn't caught up with it yet, but because this is brand new, this is a new project for us. So, no, actually, if you go to the home page, it jumps even more. But so this is obviously these are very similar directories, but the main difference is going to be in that what are the search engines going to think about them? And the thing about these directories is they have a limited number of drop-down services, uh, if any, and what we've done is we have built this with this functionality in mind. So, for example, blogs. If you don't have hours and hours of time to go write blogs, and they have to be written a certain way. They have to have a large amount of keywords and a large volume of them. You don't have time to do that. You can borrow from a site like this has done that. Video library. Google loves video content and blog content. Google loves all this stuff. So all this stuff in there. So there is that. Now let me show you something else that makes the functionality of this better. And I should preface that I built this for obviously for mutual benefit, to be mutually beneficial, but I stand to benefit from it. And I'm not talking about the people paying for the spots. I know you might think you get $12 a month off me, and no, I promise you that is not doing much for me. Okay, I am using this myself to build my notary agency or my signing service out, and how I'm going to do that is by not only my own listing on here, but creating these kinds of listings that are what I call unoccupied spots, and I use those for lead generation because they will build out and rank first page, and then I can hire notaries through a signing service, and again, it's mutually beneficial. Now, what most of these directories aren't doing that I do is if somebody claims a spot in one of these zip codes, I'll take mine down because I don't want to compete with you. I think that's only fair. You should have the lead generation. And it's interesting to note that Thumbtack is doing this exact same thing. And people get on Thumbtack Pro and they'll pay $7, $8, $10 for a single lead to go do work like that, but aren't inclined to essentially duplicate what Thumbtack is doing for them for $12 a month. Or they'll go get a GoDaddy website and pay $30 a month, and it'll never, ever, 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 ever have any kind of ranking. Um, but that is why I'm doing it. It's not for that. It is because I can use this as a tool to build out a signing service, which is exactly what I'm intending to do. So, um, but I wanted to show you how it is in fact mutually beneficial. And just to put that, to dispel that further, I'm going to show you. So like, here's a Facebook ad account. Here's ads I'm running for our course. And you can see right here, this has been 2 days. So I created this ad 2 days ago. It has 16 checkouts, 16 enrollments, and I'm running a discount on this, but I've spent $30 and have made over $2,000. So, okay, so when you can do that in a couple of days, I certainly don't need, I don't need I don't need people on the directory. I know what I'm doing with the directory. I can use this to build out an agency. And you can use it, though, to generate your own leads from here, because I certainly am generating leads from it. I've even had other directories that were pretty poor that I paid for that I still got leads from them, and they weren't even this functional. So I just want to put that in context. So our business really took off when we started doing this kind of stuff, when we started looking at how can we get our services to rank first page. And when I say services, I mean multiple services. So let me show you how that works. See, a lot of these directories aren't doing this. So I have a financial services and I have all these drop down options for mortgage brokers, bookkeepers, life insurance, loan officer, credit repair. Interesting thing about credit repair is that you actually can't really do pay per click for it. So you need things like this to help you get organic reach. Um, Legal services, apostilles, fingerprinting, loan signing agent, notary public, mobile notary, paralegals, remote online notary, notary permit runner, fingerprinting, live scan, real estate, Airbnb, real estate broker, a signing service, right? Ding, 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 ding. Signing agent, loan officer, escrow officer, title insurance producer. So I've really made, and all of these become searchable to Google. Never mind in the directory and never mind the networking ability within this, but to Google. This becomes a word searchable in a geolocation. Okay. That is powerful, powerful stuff. And when you amplify that with blogs, continual blog content, and video content, then you have a powerhouse. You have an SEO powerhouse, something that has the ability to generate a lot of leads for a lot of people. Again, mutually beneficial. What I talked about was making something for a win-win situation for everybody. And so that is the point of that. But obviously, I have the ability to use this to build out a signing service, which is in the works. And hopefully you can see why some of these other ones might not necessarily serve your needs, okay? But hopefully you understand that misnomer, that limiting belief. Okay, so there's the reality is that your business will grow when you make investments in yourself and investments in your business. And as long as you're not willing to do that, then you're going to stagnate and you're going to stall out. So, we do this stuff. Obviously, we want to help people. We want to pay it forward. But like even like with YouTube, at this point, our YouTube, we've gotten a lot of good content and it's growing pretty good. It would continue to grow if I didn't make any more content. What I can do, and I can just do exactly what like John Schnedeker and Mark Wills do. I can do the same thing. See, I've got Google ads that are, these are discovery videos. So these are videos, they're good quality content videos that are discovery videos that, and it cost me 11 cents a view max, and that are in discovery. And so people select them, they would choose to get on that, and they would get on that directory, or excuse me, they would get on that. They would see that video show up in feed, and then watch those videos. Obviously, it would add value, and they would subscribe, and there would be the watch would go up, and the subscriber would go up. But I like adding value. I like to keep coming out with stuff like this. I like to try to help people further their business, and I'm just trying to shoot you guys straight. This stuff is pretty powerful. It can change your business. Unfortunately, there is a lot of people are jaded. A lot of people are jaded anymore, and it's because there are people that take advantage, and there are people that sell pipe dreams or they under deliver, and so people are jaded. And I get that, I get it, but you are going to have to discern. You know, what are viable investments for you to make? What is the most valuable use of your time? What can you learn to grow your business? Because if you don't, you'll stagnate. But if you do, if you can take some of this knowledge and you can apply it, you could go out and, build your own blogs and your own uh, WordPress site and content and stuff, and it would help you. You can do that. It costs a lot of time and money to do that. Or you can piggyback on somebody else's success. So, which I'm certainly doing. I'm piggybacking on this platform myself, as you see. So that's it for today, guys. This is one of the ways to definitely increase your revenue is increase your skill set and increase your web exposure, namely in the first page of Google. All right, that's it for today. I hope you guys found that useful. Drop me some comments and in below. Also, we do, we audit people's sites. So if you have a Google listing, if you have a website, and you want me to run an audit on it, I have the software. I can run the reports on it and kind of show you where it might be lacking. All right, and I do that for free. Just have to comment, give me your website, give me the name of your business, and I'll take a look at it for you. All right, that's it for today, guys. Take care. I hope again that helped out.